Welcome to this episode of Cooking with the Kid. Today we're going to finish up our soup series. We're going to do it with a hearty stew. The stew ingredients are going to be your basic vegetables, carrots, celery, potatoes, things of that nature, but feel free to add whatever it is you like. Take a look at the steps. Let me know what you think. And as usual, send me some comments on the next series you'd like to see.
Today's ingredients: 1 chopped onion, 1 pound of stew meat, 2.5 cups of low sodium beef broth, 6 to 7 red potatoes washed and cut, 1 pound baby carrots, 2 celery stalks sliced, 1/4 cup tomato paste, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 to 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 bay leaf, 1/4 to 1/3 cup of red wine, 2 tablespoons of parsley, 1 tablespoon of Maggi Jugo sauce, and 1 tablespoon of Jane's Crazy salt. So let's get started. So what we want to do is we're going to coat our pan with a cooking spray. Let it warm up just a little bit here before we get ready to add that onion. I'm going to go ahead and slide that onion in here. Now what we're going to want to do here is saute the onion, not cook it all the way through. So let's go ahead and start to stir that up here. And like I said, we just want to start to cook it, make it a little translucent, because next what we're going to want to do without overcooking the onion is go ahead and get ready to add our stew meat. Just a little bit longer here. I'm going to go ahead and grab my bag. I use a local butcher, so he puts it in a bag for me, but I'm going to go ahead and add that stew meat. And what we're gonna do here, get rid of this bag, is like I stated, we're gonna begin to brown the meat here. Okay, cooking it with the onion. Alright, get that going pretty good here. Try to evenly coat it with the onions, so that way we got a nice brown taste going to it. Let that cook for a little bit. Continue to stir. Now, this is when I'm going to go ahead and add that Jane's Crazy salt to it. I'm going to leave a link at the end of the video so you can actually go out and find it, as well as the website. I really like this. I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of that on there. It's going to be about a tablespoon or so. And then we're going to continue to stir that bad boy up here. And go ahead and get our meat nice and brown. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add all of our beef broth. Get all that in there. There we go. And at this point here, we're going to go ahead and add all of our vegetables. I put them all in a bowl. Makes it a little bit easier to handle. Get them into that stew pot, it becomes a little bit easier doing it that way. But we're gonna get all that good stuff in there. Alright. Then next, we're gonna go ahead and add that Worcestershire sauce. Now, I'm a big fan of Worcestershire sauce, so the recipe does call for 2 tablespoons. I put just a little bit more, probably about 2.5 tablespoons. Okay, and at this point, we're going to go ahead and add that red wine that I spoke about. Alright. I use about a half a bottle. That's going to be about 1/3 cup. The recipe calls for 1/4 to 1/3. And here we're going to go ahead and put that tomato paste in there. Now, just so you guys know, 1 can is about 1/4 cup. So let's make sure we get a smaller spatula and get all that good stuff out of there. I had some left on my spatula. And at this point here, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna introduce you guys to the Maggi Jugo sauce. My mom showed me this, or introduced me to this about 9 to 10 years ago. It is awesome for meats. I like to use it on, well, just about every type of meat there is. But I'm gonna go ahead and add about a tablespoon of that in here. Put it on each corner there, a little bit on the top. So, almost forgot. Got to make sure we get our bay leaf. Once we put that bay leaf in there, we'll stir all this bad boy up here. Okay, take your time and just fold the vegetables into the tomato paste. You want to make sure you can get as much coating as you possibly can, because what we're going to end up doing here when it's all said and done is letting this bad boy simmer for about 2 hours. Okay, so got it mixed up a little bit. Gonna turn down the heat here, grab a lid and stirring it on occasionally. Get going. Just remember to stir from time to time. In 2 hours, you have a nice finished product.